Welcome back to my channel, Mr. English Studio.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be here again with you all.
Today, Emily, we're diving into a super useful topic, talking about your feelings in English. It's such an important skill for everyday life, especially if you want to sound natural and connect with people.
Absolutely, James. Many learners find it tricky to express emotions in English, but don't worry. We'll make it simple and fun today.
Right. So, Emily, let's start easy. How do we say I am happy or I feel happy in everyday conversations?
Great question. Usually people say I'm happy or I feel happy. But to sound more natural, you can also use phrases like I'm really excited or I'm so glad. These show more emotion and feeling.
Ah, I see. So instead of just plain happy, you make it more expressive.
Exactly. And if you want to say you're not feeling good emotionally, you can say, I'm sad, or use softer phrases like, I'm feeling a bit down.
Good point. Now, do you know how to say I'm tired or I'm stressed using feeling phrases?
Yes, for I'm tired, you can say, I'm exhausted or I'm worn out. For stress, common phrases are, I'm stressed or I'm under pressure. They are really common in daily life, especially with work or school.
Perfect. Let's try this together. Repeat after me. I'm excited. I'm feeling a bit down. I'm under pressure.
Great practice, James. You see, it's easy once you hear it and repeat.
Here's a quick tip for our listeners. When you talk about feelings, it's good to add why you feel that way. For example, I'm happy because I passed my exam, or I'm tired from working all day.
Yes, adding reasons makes your English sound more natural and interesting. It opens up conversations.
So, Emily, what if someone asks you, how do you feel today? How can we answer naturally?
A good way is to start with simple feelings like, I feel great, or I'm a little tired. Then you can add more details, because I had a good sleep, or because I worked a lot this morning.
Great. Now, a question for our listeners. Which of these phrases do you use in your daily life? Let us know.
Moving on, sometimes people ask about emotions with the word, are you okay? Or what's wrong? How can we respond if we're feeling bad but don't want to say much?
Good one. You can say, I'm okay, just a bit tired, or nothing serious, thanks. It's polite and natural.
And if you want to show empathy, you might say, I'm sorry to hear that, or that sounds tough. These show you care.
I love how English has these friendly ways to show feelings. Now, let's try some practice sentences. I'll say a situation, and Emily will respond naturally. You lost your phone. How do you feel?
I'm really upset because I can't find it anywhere.
Good. Now you try. You passed a big test.
I'm so happy and proud of myself.
Awesome. Now, listeners, repeat after Emily. I'm really upset and I'm so happy.
Another useful expression is using feel like. For example, I feel like laughing or I feel like crying. These show more emotion and sometimes can be more casual.
Good tip. And sometimes we say, I don't feel like talking when we want to rest or be alone.
Right, James. That's a very natural phrase people use every day.
To wrap up this first chapter, let's remember three simple feelings: happy, sad, and tired, but always try to add more emotion with words like excited, upset, exhausted.
And don't forget to give reasons for your feelings. It helps your English sound more real and gives people a chance to connect.
If you enjoyed this intro, keep practicing with friends and family. Which feeling will you try to say in English today?
Thanks for joining us. Next time, we'll explore more ways to express feelings naturally.
And remember, if you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like and subscribe.
See you soon, everyone. Keep practicing and stay positive.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Welcome back. Let's continue our conversation about talking about your feelings in English.
Yes, in this chapter, we'll explore more ways to express emotions naturally and with variety.
Emily, sometimes feelings are tricky because they're mixed. How can we say that in English?
That's a great point, James. When you feel two emotions at once, you can say, I'm happy, but also a little nervous. Or, I feel excited and scared at the same time. This shows real emotions.
So you can combine feelings to be more accurate. That's very useful. What about expressing feelings with body language or actions?
Good question. In English, we say phrases that connect feelings to actions. For example, I'm smiling because I'm happy, or she's crying because she's sad. This helps make your sentences clearer.
That's interesting. Now, Emily, what can you tell us about expressing feelings with idioms or informal phrases?
Uh, Idioms are fun and common in spoken English. For example, if you're very happy, you can say, I'm on cloud nine, meaning you feel wonderful. Or if you're very angry, you might say, I'm seeing red.
Those are great expressions. Let's break down on cloud nine. What does it mean exactly?
It means you feel extremely happy, as if you're floating on a cloud. It's a very visual way to express joy.
Nice. How about seeing red?
That means you're very angry, like everything looks red because of your anger.
Hmm. Learners, try these phrases with me. I'm on cloud nine. I'm seeing red. Repeat them a few times to remember.
Another informal, fun phrase is butterflies in my stomach, which means feeling nervous, usually before something important, like a test or meeting someone new.
Oh, yes, Emily. I remember feeling that before presenting in class. It's funny how English uses expressions like this.
They're great for making your English sound more native and interesting.
Now, let's practice a short dialogue. I'll ask, how are you feeling today? And you respond naturally, Emily.
I'm feeling a bit nervous because I have a big presentation. Or, but I'm also excited because it's a great opportunity.
Perfect. This shows real human feelings, mixed emotions.
Yes, and when people share their feelings honestly, conversations become meaningful.
Another important skill is asking about feelings. Besides, how are you feeling? What else can you ask?
You can say, are you okay? How have you been feeling lately? Or even, what's on your mind? To invite deeper sharing.
So, there are many ways to check in on someone gently.
Exactly. And remember to listen carefully and respond with kindness.
Emily, here's a common mistake learners make, confusing feel and think. Can you explain that?
Sure, we use feel for emotions, like I feel happy, and think for opinions, like I think this movie is great. Mixing these can cause confusion.
Good tip. So, if I say, I feel that the movie is boring, that sounds a bit odd?
Yes, it's better to say I think the movie is boring, or if it's about emotions, I feel sad after watching the movie.
Great distinction. Learners, repeat after me. I feel happy. I think it's interesting.
Now, let's do a quick practice. I'll say a feeling, and you try to form a sentence using feel.
Ready. Joyful.
I feel joyful when I listen to music.
Nervous.
I feel nervous before a test.
Excellent. This will help you speak more clearly.
Here's a useful tip. Use simple adjectives first, and then gradually add more complex or informal words as you become confident.
That's a smart approach. Also, don't forget practice. Talk to friends, write journals, or even speak in front of a mirror.
Yes, repetition and using phrases daily help make English natural.
Before we finish, which new feeling phrase will you practice today? Let us know in the comments.
Next time, we'll talk about how to describe feelings using body language and tone in English.
If you're learning, don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful lessons.
Thanks for being with us. Take care and keep expressing your feelings in English.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back. Now it's time to explore how we can express feelings using everyday situations.
Yes, James. Using feelings with real-life examples helps learners understand better and remember phrases easily.
James, let's start with a common situation, talking about feelings at work or school. How do you say, I'm stressed because of my workload in a natural way?
You can say, I'm really stressed out because I have too much work, or I'm feeling overwhelmed with my assignments. These phrases are very common in daily conversation.
Great. And if someone asks, how do you feel about your job? What can we say?
You can answer simply, I enjoy my job, or I find my job challenging but rewarding. It's good to use both positive and negative feelings honestly.
Now, what about sharing feelings when you're with friends? For example, I'm excited to see you, or I feel happy when we hang out.
Yes, you can also say, I'm so glad we're together, or I feel comfortable around you. These are warm, friendly expressions.
Let's practice saying these sentences. Repeat after me. I'm really stressed out. I enjoy my job. I feel comfortable around you.
Good job. Now, James, can you tell us how to express feeling tired in a polite way?
Sure. Instead of just saying, I'm tired, you can say, I'm feeling a bit exhausted, or I need some rest. These sound more natural and polite.
That's right. And when someone says, you look tired, a natural reply could be, yes, it's been a long day. Or, thanks, I could use a break.
Another example is when you want to share feelings about the weather. For instance, I feel happy on sunny days, or I'm sad when it rains.
Exactly. You can say, the sunshine lifts my mood, or the rain makes me feel sleepy. It's fun to connect feelings with nature.
Here's a little interactive question for our listeners. What's your favorite weather, and how does it make you feel?
Good one. Now let's talk about feelings in response to events. How would you say you're nervous before an exam?
You can say, I'm a bit anxious about my exam, or I have butterflies in my stomach.
And if you want to say you're happy after the exam, you might say, I'm relieved it's over, or I'm proud of myself.
How about comforting someone? What phrases do we use to show empathy?
Phrases like, that sounds difficult, or I'm here if you want to talk, work well. You can also say, take your time to be patient and understanding.
Let's practice empathetic responses. I'll say a sentence and you respond kindly, Emily. I'm feeling sad because I lost my keys.
That's frustrating. I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm worried about my health.
Please take care and don't hesitate to see a doctor.
Listeners, repeat these empathetic phrases to practice kindness in English.
Great. Here's a helpful tip. Using feelings to connect with people builds better relationships and improves your English skills.
And remember, practicing with real situations makes your English natural and effective.
So, today's takeaway, describe your feelings clearly, add reasons or situations, and be kind when others share theirs.
Which feeling phrase will you use with friends or family today? Share below.
Good one. Next time, we'll explore expressing feelings through stories and personal experiences.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed learning with us.
Thanks for listening. Keep practicing and expressing your feelings in English.
See ya!
Bye!
Welcome back. Today we'll focus on expressing feelings about relationships and people around us.
Yes, James. Talking about how we feel about family, friends, or colleagues is very common in daily English.
So, Emily, if someone asks, how do you feel about your family? What are some natural responses?
You can say, I love my family, or I feel grateful for my family's support. If you have difficulties, you might say, I feel a little distant, or we sometimes disagree, but I care about them.
That's very honest and useful. How about expressing feelings about friends?
You might say, I'm happy when I'm with my friends, or I feel supported by my friends. And if there's a problem, you could say, I'm upset because we had an argument.
Listeners, repeat these. I love my family.
I feel supported by my friends. And I'm upset because we had an argument.
Another great phrase is, I trust my friends, which means you feel confident and safe with them.
Good one. Now, Emily, how do we talk about feelings towards colleagues at work?
You can say, I get along well with my colleagues. Or, sometimes work makes me feel stressed. It's normal to express both positive and negative feelings.
Exactly. What about when you want to express feelings politely in professional situations?
You can use phrases like, I appreciate your help, or thank you for your support. Politeness helps build good relationships.
That's very important. Now, what if someone says, how do you feel about your boss? How can we answer?
If positive, I respect my boss, or my boss encourages me. If it's tricky, you could say, I'm trying to understand my boss's expectations.
Excellent examples. Now let's add some practice. I'll ask, how do you feel about your best friend? Emily, your answer?
I feel very close to my best friend, or we share everything and I trust her completely.
Great. Try repeating that. I feel very close to my best friend.
Sometimes feelings come with memories. For example, I feel nostalgic when I think about my childhood friends.
What a beautiful phrase. Nostalgic means you feel a mixture of happiness and sadness about the past.
Yes, and it's very common when talking about feelings connected to people or places.
Here's a practice question for our listeners. What feeling do you have when you think about your best friend or family?
Another useful phrase is, I feel proud of my family, which shows respect and happiness for their achievements.
And don't forget, feelings towards others can change. So you can say, I'm learning to understand my colleague better, or our friendship is growing stronger.
That's important. English lets you express feelings and personal growth naturally.
Before we finish, a quick reminder. Using feelings with people vocabulary helps you connect better and sound more fluent.
And don't be afraid to share your true feelings. It makes your English meaningful.
Which phrase about family or friends will you practice today? Let us know below.
Thank you for joining us for this chapter. Next time, we'll talk about expressing feelings when things go wrong and how to handle them in English.
If you like this session, please like and subscribe to Mr. English Studio for more.
See you soon. Keep practicing your feelings in English every day.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back. Today, we'll talk about expressing feelings when things don't go as planned.
Yes, James. Sometimes we face problems or disappointments, and knowing how to express these feelings in English is very helpful.
Emily, if someone asks, how do you feel about the situation, but it's not good, what can you say?
You can say, I'm disappointed or I feel frustrated. These are common ways to show negative feelings calmly.
And if it's about making a mistake?
You might say, I'm sorry or I feel bad about that. It's honest and polite to admit feelings when things go wrong.
That's a good point. Now, how do we say we're worried or scared?
Use phrases like, I'm worried about the future or I feel scared in this situation. Adding a little or very helps express the intensity, like, I'm very worried.
Listeners, let's practice together. Repeat, I'm disappointed. I feel frustrated. I'm worried.
Another way to express feelings is by talking about hope or looking forward to something better.
Yes, you can say, I'm hopeful things will improve, or I look forward to better days.
These phrases show positive feelings, even during tough times. How about when you want to comfort someone feeling bad?
Say, it's okay, things will get better, or I'm here for you. These are supportive and kind expressions.
Great! Now, can we try a mini dialogue? I'll start. I failed my exam. How do you feel?
I feel really disappointed, but I'll try again.
Next, my plans were canceled.
I'm frustrated, but I hope to reschedule soon.
Listeners, repeat these sentences for practice.
When expressing feelings about problems, it's good to also share what you plan to do next.
Yes, it makes your English more complete. For example, I'm sad, but I'm working on a solution.
That's a very natural way to talk about feelings and actions together.
Let's do a quick exercise with actions. How do you feel if you say, I'm stressed, and then add your solution?
I'm stressed, so I'm taking a break. Or I'm worried, but I'll talk to a friend.
Excellent. This helps show control and positivity.
Before finishing, here's a question for our listeners. When you feel disappointed, what do you say to comfort yourself or others?
Remember, sharing feelings about challenges helps you connect and grow in English.
And practice makes perfect. Don't hesitate to speak about your feelings, even the hard ones.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe to Mr. English Studio.
Thanks for listening. Keep expressing your feelings in English every day.
See you next time.
Bye.